Ladies and gentlemen, we're getting more news about how Genshin Impact has potentially destroyed their fanbase and continues to make 5.x the worst region in Genshin Impact history. You thought it was bad with Natlin, you thought it was bad with all that exploration locked behind quality of life in the gacha, but you know what? It turns out it can get even worse. So let's see exactly how Hoyoverse managed to do this. All right.
They put out a post that even the highest ranked...
So Genshin put out a post, or somebody put out a post. He kind of cut off the beginning of the video. L editor. Come on, man. You can do better than this.
...of the top competitive Hoyo shills are turning against. I want to break this down, talk about what this means, why this happened, and figure out what's going on. I am going into this blind. However, my chat is very rarely purely against Genshin Impact. There's usually a little bit of mix because, as we all know, a lot of my roots did come from Genshin, Arknights, this, that, and the other. They will have a positive bias for some of them about what's going on. This one I have seen nobody talk positive of. I have heard a lot of people really freaking out about this, and let's see what's going on, and then we're going to see the reactions, and then we're going to talk about why this happened.
So it turns out that Genshin Impact fans can actually turn against the company, and while there are some that will still defend them regardless of what they do, we'll see.
Get in here real quick. So this is the post that people are freaking the fuck out about. Okay, here we go. Incandescent Ode of Resurrection version 5.3 events review. Phase 1 Hello Traveler version 5.3 is coming. Let's see what kind of events will be available. Let's do version update. All right, here we go. So we got 1,600 primo gems and 10 pulls. This seems pretty good. We get a crown, we get a little pot. This seems pretty good. That seems great. Okay. And then we log in, we get a new glider. That seems pretty good. All right. Not really seeing the problem here. The date's the date. What's the issue? So, they're getting this on the second half of the version update.
Guys, 20 pulls is a lot. And when you think about the pity, right, that's almost 1/4, slightly more depending on, when the pity starts. That's a lot. That's like weeks of progress in game, if not more. That's something like a month more progress in game, like a month worth of savings. So not getting that is pretty bad.
Okay. So they're giving this on the second half. Okay. Well, that doesn't make any sense. Why are they doing that? They usually do that on the first half, no? And then, what's this? So then they have the Malvika banner, which is after version 5.3 update, 121. And then this is after the version 5.3 update, version 121. Wait, no, both of those banners are the first half? Hold up. Are they double releasing the 2 new characters and then giving the extra pulls the day after? Stop. No shot. Oh, man. Oh, man. Just when you think they couldn't get more predatory, they leveled up here. Holy sh...
I think he said level up. I'm Asian and I found that hard to understand.
Shit, that's scummy. Ooh, okay. I need to see every content creator's reaction to this. I need to say, oh, man, we might get Dwayne crying part 2.
I'm interested in hearing what a content creator like Zyox, Bran, or Doro44 says about this. I am actually interested.
Okay, let me explain to you why this is horrible, and then mods, prepare the links to all the CC's reaction to this. Okay, Satali is also Malvika BIS. Oh my god. So not only are they releasing 2 of the premier units in the first half, saying you can't get them on the second half, not only are they making these 2 characters giga synergistic with each other, not only is Malvika going to power creep every other character in terms of quality of life or exploration, but they're lumping the resources to pull them in the second half, forcing players who want them to have more FOMO so they can be even more predatory to garner more banner sales. Oh my god, that is so bad. Okay, Doro weighed in.
Oh.
Do we have brand new online new? Do we have Mr. Zajeff? What did Zyox say? Let's see what all they said. So let's read here what the Unreal Dreamer said. Let's see what they said here. That is a major yikes and massively disappointed. They made both limited characters available day 1, but not available for the remainder of the entire patch. And instead leads of 121 on an Archon patch, then having free pulls be after said banner. That is so fucking shitty. Doro making the statement, how we feeling about this? Getting Lantern Right rewards during Lantern Right makes sense. but why run the 2 new 5-star characters at the same time without making the banners longer? Classic FOMO, lol.
This seemed pretty tame as a response, right? Most people would be like, what the fuck? Not, what do we think about this?
Oh, man. Doro, rather than saying how we feeling about this, be more assertive with your viewpoints and say, this is how I feel about this. Don't do vibe checks. Just say, this is how I feel. This is how y'all should feel too, because this is bullshit, and I know it's bullshit. Don't let these people influence your opinions. Make your own. Let's keep going here. I don't know, man. Having plentiful currency resources happen second half when the 2 new 5-star characters are in the first half does seem a little counterintuitive to me.
Brand, tell us how you really feel. Who said that Brand condemned it? Guys, this is one of the most lukewarm, milquetoast-ass responses you have ever seen in the space.
It's a little counterintuitive. It's a little counterintuitive. It's, you know, it's just a little bit.
It's 2 limited characters. 2 new limited characters, and then 20 pulls locked behind their banners ending. What do you mean a little counterintuitive?
Oh, Bran. Oh, Bran. Ooh, sounds like we're a little bit afraid of saying how we actually feel, which is, this is bullshit. We know it's bullshit. Guys, do you want to know why this happened? I'm going to fill you in on why this happened. This is what happens when you let a company, when you let a developer team get away with too much for far too long.
This is what you get for pulling on every single one of these Natland banners, these dog shit banners with mechanics that should have been available in the baseline fucking game, but they were locked behind limited 5-stars, and you just decided to keep pulling on them, keep advertising them, and keep talking about how fucking good it was. And now these developers are milking you dry to the point where you're gonna become an empty husk of a fucking human being because you don't really even know what value is anymore. These Natlanese banners. And guess what, guys? I'm just gonna call it Natlanese because that's what the goddamn developers called it in their Mavuika trailer. They literally called it Natlanese.
This is what happens when you oppose every other creator who smells blood in the water, but you're too.
Oh, it's not that bad. What do you mean? You got the Saurians. You have the Saurians. What do you mean? The Saurians do everything properly. Shut up. Stop it. Just shut up. This is literally what you get. Just shut up. Start complaining. Stop glazing.
Too fucking stupid to see the disaster that's in front of you. This game has been getting worse every fucking update. There's glimmers of hope that y'all hold on to for way too long. Just because Fontaine was good does not mean that Natlan was going to be good. And when we warn you, when we tell you this company is greedy and getting more predatory by the day, and you say, stop, you're just a drama-baiting negative CC. Stop shit-talking my favorite game.
Remember all of those comparison videos I made? All of those comparison videos I made just talking about how dog shit Natlan was and making comparisons to Wuwa? Imagine if, for 1 second, just 1 fucking second, you guys decided to actually listen to what I was saying in the videos and then take that feedback back to Hoyoverse, and then you actually stop spending money on the game because you're getting treated like garbage and getting garbage updates every single patch. Instead, you decided to condemn me for making the comparisons in the first place. Oh, why does he keep talking about Genshin so much? You wanna know why I keep talking about Genshin? It's because I had actually enjoyed the game at a certain point in time, and I was sad at seeing how the game was becoming dog shit with every subsequent patch following Fontaine. Honestly, it got dog shit after like Fontaine like 4.3, to be honest. And the thing is, because you were just so ready to play defense for a company or for people, honestly, who didn't deserve it, this is what is happening. You are getting milked, and you are having fun getting milked when you really shouldn't be, because now this is the end product.
Anyways, guys, let's go collect mint berries. You all are.
All right. You know how I said L editor at the start of the video? I'm kidding. That's a W editor.
You all are the reason why this is happening. Because you infect the community to be blind consumers and suck up the slop
Hey, stop being Gateo. Stop being Gateo on stream, Techie.
that you spit And the reason why I say you suck up the slop is because you cannot defend what you have said in the past. You cannot defend the viewpoints you currently have in a discussion one-on-one. And when you get on call and when you talk about this shit, you fold and you say, you know, you're right. It's not as good as I'm saying it is. It happens every fucking time. You say you're looking forward to every new game, hoping it kills Genshin, but you can't leave because of the analytics. And you know it's the truth.
Well, it might be the analytics. It could also be, you know, a little bit about what's going on with Nerumero and JP. Hey, if Hoyo is going to do that to somebody that isn't under contract, what are they going to do to somebody that is?
Truth. You have to be constructive with what you say. Thank God Doro is coming around. Thank God. Thank God. Let's continue to see what good old Zajeff says. Love this guy.
I hope whoever the fuck decided on these banners finds a dead fly at the bottom of their cup of coffee.
This fucking Disney-ass insult.
I hope whoever the fuck decided on these banners finds a dead fly at the bottom of their cup of coffee.
I hope they stub their toe, but it doesn't make any noise. They just look like an idiot.
Shut the fuck up. This guy is so lame. I don't even want to read his fucking comments. Jesus. Jesus. Can we just be fucking serious? Can we stop being goofy about this shit and just say this to your audience? This game does not respect you. This shit sucks ass. This is unacceptable, and we should let our complaints and our voices be heard because that is for the betterment of our...
Sorry, I just see this amazing first-time chat from Lefrock. King, this is my first-time chat here, but I can confirm Nerumero had so much fun playing WoWa last night. A lot of people from all over the world came to his stream too. Very good vibes. Imagine that. Somebody actually plays a good fucking game every once in a while. They actually played a good goddamn game where it didn't feel like you were being nickel and dimed by the developers at every single opportunity. And it turns out playing a game under that context is cool. Quite fun.
Our people, it's betterment for our game, and it's also better for the other games that are taking inspiration from Genshin that are going to learn, hey, if this game gets away with it, maybe we will. You are being irresponsible with your chat, you're being irresponsible with your community, and you're being irresponsible to yourself. Everybody knows this shit sucks ass. Everybody knows it. You cannot look me in the eyes and tell me, they're not doing it for money. They must have just forgot. They fucking moved the banner back and pushed the rewards later for the specific Archon patch. And then made Santali, Malvika's preferred support, to even more say you need both. I hope this patch breaks.
Is that true, chat? Is Mavuika's preferred support Silali? Do they have incredible synergy together? She's her best in slot? She's her best in slot. Yeah, these devs can go fuck themselves.
Records for the lowest selling Archon of all time. But I know it won't. And you want to know why? Because Genshin players don't fucking learn. They're going to spend. This is going to break more records, and they're going to do it again. And they're going to do it again. Because you guys want to villainize the people who are trying to fucking help you. We get it. Money's tight. And you need to suck Dwayne's dick. Then do it. But don't fuck with the people who are trying to actually give this company the constructive criticism that it needs.
Well, Techie, you didn't factor in, what if they're getting paid to play defense as well? You didn't think about that one, did you, buddy?
Stop virtue signaling that you're the only appreciator of this game. You're holding back people that are just trying to improve the game state for you, me, and everybody. And I'll be real, and I'm going to say something that you're not going to like. You all fucking deserve this. You all fucking deserve this.
True.
The amount of people who are going to fuck their lives because they don't have proper restraint because you aren't expressing how these games can negatively affect you to your chat. People's lives are going to get f***ed by this shit. Oh, it's not that deep. It's not that deep. It's fucking gambling, guys. Take this shit a little bit seriously.
I guarantee somebody's gonna drop like a hundo, like 5 hundo, just to get Mavuika and Solali. Like, it's gonna be a pretty like common thing just to do that. Easily like 500, assuming like there's at least a lost 50-50 in there somewhere. And by God, imagine pulling their weapon too. Hey, but you know what? I guess the silver lining is that on the weapon banner, at least you have a 66% chance of getting something good. Hypothetically, my tip for all of you Genshin players who are just ready to be destroyed: pull on the weapon banner first, and then let the outcome of the weapon banner decide who you pull on their actual banner. Because chances are, you won't be getting the one that you want. But you'll at least be able to get, like, either the Mavuika weapon, you pull Mavuika, you get the Solali weapon, you pull for Solali. Boom! I just saved you about 500 bucks. You can sub to me with that money instead.
This is not Elden Ring. This is bullshit, and we all know it. And it's pathetic that y'all won't talk about this shit more. But Tectone, I didn't tweet it, did my part. Shut the fuck up while you post 18 more videos about why Genshin's the best game fucking ever and Natlan changed your life. I can't wait to hear about how 5.4 is the greatest update ever. Pathetic.
All right, so my overall thoughts on this are, yeah, this is the most predatory shit we've ever seen in the history of the game. I literally thought that it couldn't get worse after seeing the quality of life attached to the characters. I previously deemed Natlan the most predatory region in gacha gaming because of that. But clearly, they've gone ahead and they've made it worse, because now both the characters have predatory QOL, with Mavuika as being the worst of them all. And they're also releasing them at the same time, and then 20 pulls that you should be getting at the start of the patch are instead extended until after their banners. And so 20 pulls that could be going to any of their characters or their weapons is instead after their banners are over. So they can use them on the fucking rerun banner and then go get a fucking Chi-Chi. And guess what? This is after all of the hype that they built up in 5.3, talking about how generous they were going to be, talking about how many pulls they were going to give you. People got hyped up over those 20 pulls, got super excited, talked about how this was going to be the best patch ever, and then they do this. You guys don't even realize that there was so much hype built up for those 20 fucking pulls. They were like, oh, they learned so much. They learned so much after the 3-pull disaster for 3 years. And then they did this. Guys, this is what Dewey cried for. Dewey literally cried for this. And now, because you ate that shit up for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, this is what's happening to you. It is so deserved, I can't even begin to describe how deserved it is. It's just that deserved. Stop being clowns. Maybe next time somebody makes a comparison from Genshin Impact to Wuthering Waves, instead of bitching and moaning about it, you actually recognize why those comparisons are even possible to be made in the first place. You sack up, and then you stop spending money, and you demand the devs actually change the fucking game before they keep destroying you more and more and more and more. It's really that simple, folks. But for some reason, you just cannot understand it, and I cannot see why. Just quit the game, and the game will get better. Peace out.